All right. So I just want to say welcome. I do appreciate you for coming on and being here with Left Lane. Um, so I do have an introduction. Let me go ahead and read this for you. So, all right. So welcome back to the Left Lane Chronicles, where highways tell the stories and the riders bring the truth. Some folks talk about brotherhood like it's a brand they can sell, but the truth is miles exposed, man. Well, I don't think that was where it's supposed to be. My bad. I'm just gonna say welcome, TD. We had something typed up, and honestly, I'm not feeling that. So I want to say welcome to Left Lane. Thank you for coming on. It's an honor to have you here, and we just gonna roll with the punches on this a little out of the ordinary for me. Um, I just want to say, what made you want to come on to Left Lane?
Well, actually, I mean, I see what you guys are doing behind the scenes. I see what you're doing on your platform, you, Gab, and Cutoff. So when I got the, invitation to come on the show, I'm like, hey, why not do it? This is a way I can kind of show my appreciation back to you guys for doing what you're doing, and the podcast is blowing up. So hey, I'm here for it, man.
Hey man, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. We try to give everybody a voice, and I definitely see what you do. I'm pretty sure everyone watching sees what you do. Hey Skeeter, what's going on? I'm gonna try to make this.
Either Ray,
Yeah, you know, hey Skeeter, good dude, man. He a good
yeah, he
dude.
a good dude, man. Good dude.
So I just want to. I gotta know this. What is the origin? Like what? What's the first? Like what first pulled you into two wheels? Like do you remember your very first ride? That lit that fire within you. Like what gave you that nag to want to get on a bike?
Yeah, man. Man, my journey it starts when I was young, man. I'm actually from the country, man. So we get introduced to dirt bikes, four wheelers and scooters and stuff like that at a very young age. When I think I was like 12 or 13. Me and my cousin, we end up buying I think it was a Honda Rebel 250. We end
Okay.
up paying like $500 for it, and we would half. I paid 250, and he paid 250. So we end up buying that thing. Man, it was a guy, an old guy. I think he was like maybe 60 years old. He was selling it down there in Tuscaloosa. So we rode to his house, and we ended up getting a truck, and we bought it. It rode good, and that was pretty much my introduction, man. We rode that thing every weekend, man. And so we didn't have license or anything at that point, but we had to learn how to shift gears and everything like that. And so that was my introduction, man, at an early age. I think I was like 12 years old, man, maybe 13. But since
You had
that
250 at 13.
man, at
Shoot.
13, man, at
God
13
dang.
years old, man. But we actually just kind of hit back roads and dirt roads with it. We didn't
Mm.
take it actually on the highways and stuff like that. From because when you're in the country, man, it's dirt roads everywhere, and
It's
so
that's good, man. Cause like my first introduction, I would say really was my grandfather had bought me a one of the scooter mopeds they used to have back in the day,
yep,
and all my buddies had the crotch rocket versions of it, little mini bikes.
yeah,
So they would let me ride theirs around the neighborhood and stuff
yeah,
like that, and we'll
yeah,
just ride wherever.
yeah,
So that was kind of like my intro to that.
yeah,
And seeing my cousins, like a lot of my cousins, they all had bikes and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and
So
also me too. I actually my cousin he actually had a I don't know if you remember the Honda Spree, the little
mm,
two scooter. He had a Honda Spree and I think it was a Honda Spirit, and those were like I think maybe 150 cc scooters. And so
yeah,
he had bought one, and we used to ride that thing every weekend, man. And like I say, it was destined to be, man. So once you get on two wheels, ain't no coming back from it. You know what I mean?
hey, I feel you, man. I feel you. So like being that we talk about how what I'm saying, you can't come back from that, and it was your drive as a young kid, that motivated you. You know, your bike seems more than just a machine. You
Yes.
know,
Yep.
so what does that bike mean to you personally? Because I see you put a lot of work into it.
Man, I put some work into it. I mean, personally, I use my motorcycle as I see it as a form of transportation. You know what I mean? Like some people actually, they ride like just on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Friday. Not me. To me, mine is going to be my transportation. I'll rather take the motorcycle, versus taking the car. Even if
Yeah.
I'm going to the grocery store, I'm going to the post office, if I have to run errands, and if it's not raining outside, I'm taking a bike. You know what I mean? So
Uh,
I see it as means of transportation, man. So it's just a mindset that I have. I don't mind firing it up and riding it, man. So that's why we got these two wheels, to enjoy them.
See, I'm how to get on you because you said if it ain't raining, I don't ride it. Listen, and and I'm glad Skeeter watch it because he know I'm gonna
Actually,
get on you.
actually, I ride, but if it's raining, like soon as I, open the garage up, I'll probably take a rain check. But if I get caught in it, I got my rain gear. Hey, I'm riding through it, man.
Hey, you gotta still pull a bike out, man. I know you seen my little video clip. Don't be this guy. If you
Yeah,
haven't seen, I'm gonna get you.
I
Don't be that
seen it, man. I seen
guy.
it.
Hey, I'm there. I don't mind riding in the rain. I just gotta. Only thing I can say is I just can't have like my face shield down. Like I
Yeah,
gotta use that little visor on the inside. For
yeah.
some reason, the rain don't stick to that.
Yeah. And see, I
But
don't like the modular helmets. All my helmets, they have to be full face.
mm,
I've seen some stuff with those modular helmets, man. So I just don't trust them. That's me. So I gotta have the full face helmet.
I don't know, man. I like it because I get to get that air. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
A lot of people like the air, but I actually seen, like one of the modules actually break. A guy had an accident and his module actually, he had it down, but it actually broke, So from
Mm.
that point on, man, I mean, seeing that firsthand, you lose interest in them full face helmets, man.
Yeah, I mean, I had was a AGV,
Yeah.
and I had that since I've been riding sport bikes.
Okay.
So I love that helmet,
Yeah.
But since I got that Mazda now, oh man, I like the fact that I can sit here and eat
Yeah.
and drink while if I need to,
Yeah.
because long
Yeah.
rides you already know you get thirsty, you get
That's
hungry,
true.
you're gonna need a
Yeah.
little something to snack on,
Yeah.
So, and speaking of long rides. You've done some big miles, you know what I'm saying? You've done some
Yes,
challenges,
sir. Yes, sir.
what goes through your head when you spending these long hours on the slab?
Pretty much, man. What I do, man, I take it as a time to kind of reflect, on life in general, all the things I've accomplished, family and stuff like that, and just kind of take a load off. It's kind of like relaxing to me, man. When I'm out on the road, I'm just thankful just for the opportunity to just to be able to ride the motorcycle, man, because it's people out in the world who can't ride motorcycles. You know what I mean? Whether it's health issues, whether it's physical issues, um, but they want to ride and they just can't, So I kind of take that time when I'm out, I'm hitting the slab, man. I'm just thankful for just having the opportunity, everything around me to just kind of enjoy it, man. So it's a lovely feeling, man.
Yeah, I always had a buddy of mine. Um, he would tell me, can't is a mindset,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I feel like I've seen. I wouldn't say can't they can't do things. I don't like to tell people what they can't do.
yeah.
I feel like it's all mental for you. You
It
know,
is.
if there's a way for you to get out there and do something that you enjoy, why not do it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Um, I
It may
mean,
be a little bit more challenging, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And you have to kind of modify it however you have to do it, just to get out there, even if it's buying a trike, or, Can-Am, you just do what you got to do. But it's just something
exactly.
about them two wheels, man. It's a totally different feeling on twos, though.
Listen, I ride threes, and if I gotta ride threes,
Yeah,
I still
man.
be chilling out. And you know what? I'll be happiest in the world because then I'll be like, you know what? This was missing the whole
Yeah.
time. I can sit, I can sit here and chill. It'll
Yeah,
really be like
man.
a couch on wheels. You know what I'm saying?
For real. I mean, you
So,
don't have to balance anything. You just sitting straight up, man.
yep. I seen a guy at the light the other day. I'm sitting there, gotta chill, hope, got the clutch in, what I mean? I could put in I don't put my bike in neutral at lights, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I know some people who do, and
Yeah,
I don't agree with that. But that guy just sitting right there at the light, just on his trike. He
yeah,
chilling, he reaching back, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He over here
Doing
eating little
everything.
yeah, he eating chips in there. I'm like, man, this guy like he in a car for real, for real.
I know,
I'm like,
right?
dang, you know? So it made me feel some type of way. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
man.
So what other challenges do you have coming up or do you want to do? Like you have any
Well,
challenges?
yeah, I got one more, man. I want to do. Shy. I want to do that 1,500 in 24 hours, man. And I just hadn't found the right route I want to do. But
Hmm.
I want to do that one, man. I want to document that. I want to do like a full loop, but I just don't know if I want to go out east or if I want to go out west. You know what I'm saying? So I think once I complete that one, yeah, once I complete that one, that'll pretty much be it for the iron. But hey, you never know. I want to do the I-10 to the end as well, but that's
Yeah.
that's later on down the line. I'll do that I-10 to the end. But the next big challenge is 1,500 miles in 24 hours. Try to get it within 24 hours. I've got some few routes that I want to take. I don't know if you saw I put on my Instagram, just brainstorming.
Yeah.
One I can shoot up to. I thought about shooting to Washington D.C. and just doing the loop through Richmond, coming through Atlanta, but I would hate to go through Atlanta and just get caught in a traffic jam. That'll throw my
Yep.
time all off, man. And I thought about just going out, west, maybe to like Tulsa somewhere, and just come down through Dallas and then come
Hmm.
back to Alabama. So
See, but then you
we'll
got that
see.
Dallas traffic.
Well, actually, you can actually loop around Dallas. You can
Hmm.
avoid that, but the route I was coming through towards Atlanta is kind of tough to kind of go around. You'll be losing a lot of time.
I would say see what it would be going up through certain like just the west half of Virginia
Uh huh.
and whatnot. Because if that's a straight shot up and back or whatever, then yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I know what I think. Me going to Virginia for Gab's meet and greet, and then going up to Mass was like
Yeah.
1100. That was,
Okay.
but that was me chilling for a little bit.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had just kept going all the way through,
Yeah. All the way
and,
through.
and yeah, and I stopped in New York. So, um, I ended up getting into New York around like 1:45 in the morning.
Oh man, that's
Saturday
late,
morning.
bro.
Yeah, I literally rode down. I left Connecticut around like 2:30 ish, and then I got to uh Colonial maybe around like noon.
Yeah.
Hung around for a bit, got maybe like an hour of sleep, and then went to the meet and greet, and then from the meet and greet headed back up. Went to New York, stayed at my sister's house.
Yeah.
When I
That's a
got
dope
there,
ride.
yeah, I mean, to be honest, I felt pretty good during the night. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. I mean, it was a little traffic through DC area,
Yeah.
but
And
um,
you still have the stock seat on your bike.
oh nah, I did all that with the hog work step up seat.
The hard work step up.
Yeah, it don't. People were saying I was crazy because I did it all without the backrest because there's no
Yeah.
backrest on it.
Yeah.
But I tell people like that seat is extremely comfortable. Like I wasn't really feeling the road for real,
Yeah.
And even if you like lean back, it still got that lumbar support right
Yeah.
there.
That lumbar support.
So I mean, the backrest is just extra, support
Yeah.
obviously, but I mean, I don't really want to have to be leaning back too much because if I
Yeah.
start getting too comfortable, then you start getting
You're
tired.
getting tired and sleeping.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yes,
So
sir. I get it.
and plus the stock seat does have my stock seat. I still got it.
Yeah.
It does have a backrest, but it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
I can't stay in the saddle that long on that seat.
Yeah. And see, what I've heard was those the 2020 and 2023 Road Glide, their seats are pretty comfortable, man. I know one of my buddy, he has one, and I rode his bike from the shop one day, and that seat was really, really comfortable, man. I'm like, man, this
The
is a
stock
comfortable.
seat?
Yeah, the stock seat, man.
Nah.
It was really, really comfortable. I was surprised, and like I said, I only went like maybe 10 miles, so I
Yeah,
didn't like
see,
go 2 or 3 hours, but it was like 10 miles.
when you rolling, because me and Gab we rode up to Canada and I had a stock seat on. I
Yeah,
was over there. Oh
yeah,
my god, this
yeah,
not comfortable at all. And
yeah.
I was like, yeah, no, I ain't like it. I will say it does sit you into the bike.
Uh huh.
But the step up seat I got from Hogwarts it actually sits you more high up high. and whatnot. So my legs don't feel like they bulged out from the seat. They actually go straight down, and it's a little bit
Yeah.
more comfortable. A lot more comfortable.
Okay.
And it got the little gel core inside of it, so that helps out as well.
Okay. That's
Um,
what's up, man.
so yeah, I would say definitely look into it, man. Especially
Yeah.
if you want something that's like around town. If you need
Yeah.
a backrest for long rides, obviously get one with a backrest.
Yeah. I ended up getting the Ben Larry backrest I just put on my bike a few months ago, and it's doing justice, man. It does pretty
Mhm.
good, man. Like I said, I had that when I did my iron butt to St. Louis and back, and it felt really really good.
What seat you running?
Actually, I'm still got my stock seat,
Oh,
2024
okay.
stock seat, man. I got the stock seat, and I ain't having any issues with it, man. But I'm thinking about getting a maybe I'm thinking about doing the Breezy Rider. I don't know if you ever heard of Breezy Rider. I'm thinking about doing the Breezy Rider or the CC Rider seat. I'm
Yeah,
just,
okay.
I'm it's still up for debate right now.
I think who was it? Mr. Extra. He
Yeah,
has CC
he has
riders.
the CC Rider. Yep.
He said so
Yeah.
far it's pretty comfortable. So he said he'll let me know once he puts some serious miles on it.
Yeah. And I know Black XL. I don't know if you know Black XL. I follow her on Instagram. She has a
Hmm.
CC Rider seat as well. And on her Indian, her and her husband, I think they're right Indians, and they like those CC Rider seats too, man.
And they're not crazy expensive.
They're not. You can get
That's
them for
what it,
like maybe 250, 270, 280, and that ain't
yeah.
bad at all.
Yeah, I just gotta find the right. I looked on their site. I just gotta find the right style that I like
Yeah.
because I feel like it just sometimes the back seat just looks too the passenger seat looks too bulky,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the same as a Saddleman. Honestly, it looks the same
Yeah.
as a Saddleman. It's just
Yeah.
the way they got it trimmed out, for the design. So I think I might actually go with one of those. They do come with the gel core, from what I
That
hear,
gel core. Yep.
and I think I looked up one with the backrest. It was maybe like $600.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna try it. I
Yeah.
definitely want a long distance seat, especially for next year if I'm planning on doing a ride out to Cali. Like me,
Yeah.
I really don't care to do challenges. I just want to
Yeah.
ride. You
Yeah,
know.
I feel you, man. Hey, man, them challenges, man. It's all about endurance, man. For the most part, those are endurance rides, and so it's just a way for me. I can kind of make myself an elite rider in a way. At least that's
Yeah,
my mentality. Doing a lot of miles in 24 hours because a lot of people just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And document it and get it verified. So that's
yeah,
just something totally different for me, man, which I enjoy doing because it's just you got to know your body, number one, and like I say, you out on the road for some hours. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it can get tough out there. It definitely can get tough out there.
I just want to. I don't want to have to worry about. Oh, I gotta make it here this time. Look, I just want to
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
the ride. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I feel like
man.
once you start thinking about all that,
Yeah,
the ride to me, I feel like for me at least, the ride just doesn't seem fun anymore. You
yeah,
know, to me
yeah,
for me. So that's why I like when people are like, you gonna do this? One of the guys when I came back Saturday, I went for a ride with with some of the guys, and they was like, man, you should just go ahead and sign up for this. I was like, yeah, I don't really care too much about the challenges, man.
yeah, yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to enjoy it. You know.
Yeah, man, I get it. That's why I try to take pictures when I'm doing these rides. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went up to St. Louis, took a picture by the Arc. Came down to Mississippi. Took a picture at the state lines. Just taking state line pics. That's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? At least I
Yeah,
can say I've been there. To that state. But yeah, I get it. But it's just something different when you can verify those miles, and it's like, oh man, you did that for real, for real. Yeah, I did that.
and actually, I'll be going to St. Louis to do uh take a picture in front of Arc this weekend as well.
Okay.
Um, and speaking of that, because you said that ride was a good one for you. Every rider has that one ride, where everything either went was chaos or
Yeah.
has some sort of chaos, whether it was weather, breakdown, fatigue. You
Yeah.
know, do you have a story like that?
Um, I don't, Shy. Man, all the rides that I've done, man, they've been honestly A1. Like say just back from my Kawasaki days, the new
Hmm.
Harley bike, the old bikes I've had. I haven't had any like trauma stories, man, because I mean I've made it to the destination that I went to, and I've made it back. I haven't had any dead batteries. No flats. No malfunction engine wise, brake light wise. Turn signals, brake pads, nothing.
You ain't
Everything
ride
just
through
been
those storms.
well. Yeah, I actually rode through a storm before,
Uh-huh.
man.
Yep.
Let me see. Yeah, I've ridden through a storm before, but it was very brief though, man. I think
Yeah.
what storm was that I went through, man? Dang, I can't remember. I was headed up to me and the fellows. We was headed up to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I forgot what hurricane it was that came through, and we was on the interstate. We was going into Georgia, coming through Alabama, and it just started pouring down. So we got off at an exit, and then we kind of waited, and it kind of blowed over, man. And then we, made that loop, and we came on back to Alabama, man. But as far as some heavy storms, just taking me out, nah. I
Well,
mean,
we
it's
yeah,
just
we don't want that.
nah. It's just been rain, you know what I'm saying? And I throw my rain gear on, and
Yeah.
I just push on through, man. Because it's crazy because most of the time when the rain come through, it goes like most of the time rain is gonna come like from like the south to the north, if that makes sense. So it's
Yeah.
like it's gonna push away from you wherever you're traveling. So, you'll ride through it within like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. I can honestly say, I don't think I've had some mishaps on the road. Um, like for mine was just Tennessee,
Yeah.
with my front tire. Um, everything happened in Tennessee, man. I
Yeah.
swear. Like my my,
Tennessee
my
ain't the spot for you, dog.
it's not. That's why I said I don't know if I can go back because
Yeah.
literally my first it was my tire. Where I hit a pothole and then bent my
Dang.
rim. I had to leave my bike there and I had to fly back. And
Yeah.
then right before I was leaving, cutoffs place, we went to go check my lights. I always like to check my lights and everything before I roll
Yeah.
out. And
Yeah.
I hit my blinker, and my right blinker wasn't blinking. And then I was like, okay, something ain't right. It was
Yeah.
going in and out, so then I had to go figure that piece out.
Dang.
Um, Lo and behold, it was a wire I figured out it was a wire that was pinched.
Yeah.
But once I got that figured out, it was good.
Yeah.
So everything went smooth. Actually, no, it wasn't the wire that was pinched. It was the new. Cause I put that the new plate on by Zero,
Okay. Yeah.
and I put that on, and then for some reason, like that was acting up, and then it was working fine, and all of a sudden it started acting. So I just disconnected that,
Yeah.
and now the blink the signal lights don't even work
They
no
don't
more.
work.
I disconnected it. I was like,
Okay.
I'm not about to, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
So, but all the lights work perfectly fine now.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's like,
wild, ain't it, man?
yeah. So I was like, yeah, you got to figure it out sometimes,
Yeah,
you
you do.
know. But I would say that was my situation. I mean, I got caught in some pretty crazy rain coming from Newburgh, New York.
Yeah.
Um, but other than that, I can't say I've really ran into any major
Yeah.
storms.
Actually,
Um,
I take that back. I was coming from traveling Tall's Run to the Hills this past June, and when I was coming out of North Carolina, I was in some rain. I think like maybe an hour. I rode like through like an hour worth of rain, man. I had my rain gear on, and man, it just wouldn't stop, and it actually stopped when I got in Tennessee. But coming through North Carolina, that lower end there, because they had went up to Maggie Valley. We
mm,
did a rest stop, and they went to Maggie Valley. They went to the museum. I think it's called Wheels Through Time Motorcycle Museum up there in Maggie Valley. And so I didn't go. So I left the lower half of North Carolina. That's when I went to Cherokee. I went to
yeah.
Cherokee, and I came around and headed back toward Alabama. And man, I got in. I think I forgot the name of that city, but it just poured down for like an hour, and I had my rain gear on, man. It just, like I said, it wouldn't let up, man. But as soon as I crossed into that Tennessee Chattanooga, it stopped.
See, I, last time I was in North Carolina, I didn't ride, but I drove down.
Yeah.
That's when I went to Sensei's birthday party because I
Yep.
never
Yep.
going to North Carolina, going down to what you call it. I dropped my boy off at home because he lives um in Jacksonville,
Okay.
and luckily I listened to Sensei because he was like he said, hey man, if you got to drop down, because it's supposed to be some pretty bad weather,
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. So I end up driving down,
Yeah.
and the whole drive down, sunny,
Yeah.
right? Get
Yeah.
down there to his party and everything, sunny.
Yeah.
By the time I dropped my boy off that
Yeah.
night in
Yeah.
Carolina, heading back,
Yeah.
oh man,
The whole roof came in.
yes, rain coming left, right. I couldn't see the roads. I said, well, it was a good thing I did.
Yeah,
I did drive
man.
down because
Yeah,
man, this would been
man.
bad.
Man, it been
You know,
real bad.
I mean, it lasted until I got to like Virginia line, and
Yeah.
then it was good.
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of Sensei, I actually saw him this past weekend too. I don't know if you saw my last video. I ended up
yep,
riding up to Honda Power Sports up there in East Ridge, Tennessee, and he was there with the Gold Rush crew and all that good stuff, man. Good dude, man. So
yeah, he is like, I can definitely contest to that. Even in like people, you see him on camera
yeah.
and you think he's just that on camera. No, he's actually like that in real
Yeah,
life.
he's like that.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like
So
that.
he is who he is. I promise y'all.
Yeah, he is who he is.
So as far as like the biking community, because you went down there to the event down there with Sensei and them. How do you feel? How has the motorcycle brotherhood and sisterhood shown? Showing you a better road in life.
Man, what I do, I mean, it's been great, man. Like I said, everybody I've met through the motorcycle community been so dope, man. Like I say, the people you meet online, through Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it may be, man, and you finally meet them in person, man. It's like just the positivity, man. That's
Yeah,
what I like, man. That's what it's all about, man. I just try not to have room for negativity. I mean, I enjoy seeing the people, man. Just GQ, Traveling Tall, um, Slappy, everybody, Kelly B, man. It's just riding with Ro. Ro's so dope, man. When I saw her for the
yeah,
first time, Gab, man, I saw them down in Louisiana, man. They so dope, man. It's just the whole community is cool, man. I just can't wait till the day I meet Tiffany Renee, man. She's dope as well. But it's a lot of people out there, man. Boston, it's just dope, man. I haven't had any negative vibes, and if I do be around somebody with negative vibes or just something I'm not, digging, I just
yeah.
go my other way, man, or just go to another event or whatever, or just try to stay away from it because it's just you don't have time for hate and negativity, man. Life is short, man, so I'm just trying to enjoy my time while I'm here, and that's why I always smile and just kind of laugh and chop it up with people and just continue on with the good vibes, man.
And I totally agree with that because since I've been inside, well, since I started doing YouTube, I started meeting some good people,
Yeah.
and I would say the person that actually brought me into doing YouTube was Kelly B.
Yeah.
I would talk to him online, and he would push me to do it, and it's a good thing he did. You know what I mean? Because I got to meet Gab, and then she brought me
Yeah.
into meeting other people. Like Skeeter over here
Yeah.
and Hayes.
Yeah.
And
Hey, yo,
Ro,
Hayes.
and, and Ro and them. So it's definitely been a great road. I got to learn off of them.
Yeah.
I speak with Skeeter Hayes and
Yep.
Gab like almost every day. You
Yeah.
know, um, I would say I recently actually had a funny moment with Skeeter actually. I was riding back home um and I happened to just like call because I called him on IG with
Yeah.
on a video call, and as we talking, and out of nowhere, like I started seeing this. It was a beat. It was a beat in my helmet, crawling by the mouthpiece, and I'm just like, "What the is that?"
Yeah, man.
so you know what I'm saying. So he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck?" So now and it's a good thing I had the modular
Yeah. Yeah.
because
You can
I'm
let
telling
it
you right
up.
now, I let that thing up, and it's crawling right there on the chin, on the little chin wind deflector for the chin piece,
That's
and
crazy.
he looking at it. He's like, "What the heck is this?" So
Yeah.
now we
Yeah.
both just I'm over here fighting this bee trying to get off my helmet. And he over here just talking, "Hey, just pull over,
Yeah,
just pull
man. Just go
over."
on, pull over.
Yo,
Just go
he's
on, pull over, man.
like, yo, I'm like, I can't because it was nowhere.
Yeah.
It was really nowhere for me to pull over. Mind you, the
Yeah.
roads up here in Connecticut are
Yeah.
very windy going
Yeah.
towards like New London and all that stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yeah.
So like, look, he over here laughing. Look,
Yeah.
I pulled over. He over there watching me over here beating the
Yeah.
helmet. I'm over here punching inside the helmet. He said, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got
Yeah, he
it."
got
You
it.
know, so he over here just watched me beat my helmet up. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. You know, so like I
Yeah,
said,
man.
it's good to have, you know what I'm saying, that community where y'all could see stuff and laugh about stuff and, keep things going. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And for me, it was what's going on, man. My guy Jay. Um, for me, man, it was GQ for me. Long time ago, man. He shot me a message, man, and he was just like, he probably don't mind me saying it. He was like, man, how far you want to take a YouTube channel, man? And then from pretty much that point, we just started connecting with each other, man. And like I say, he's a good dude too, man. Man, I got much power and respect for GQ. He does a lot for his, channel, his community, his club, just the people around him. And that's another guy, man. Like I say, he just kind of spread positivity, man. And it's just, you don't have time for people that's hating on you, man. Even though, you got to take the good with the bad. But for the most part, you just want to try to do good, man. And, he reached out to me, and then that's when I started. Because actually, when I first got onto YouTube, man, and just I didn't say anything. I just kind of rode my bike and didn't say anything. And once I got that message from him, he gave me some little jewels. And so I'm just taking it from what it's worth, man. And I'm just, enjoying the ride, man, and just
Yeah.
document my journey, man.
And it's interesting that that you said how your YouTube channel went. A lot of times people they only see the polished version of your YouTube clips, you
Yeah.
know. But what are some of the things about you know those rides, that don't make the film, because we all know that when
Yeah.
everyone that does YouTube, you
Yeah.
always you got to chop and screw
Yeah.
certain things and stuff like that. What are some things about the ride that usually don't make the camera?
Well, for me, a lot of stuff don't. What's going on, Southern Boys Ride? A lot of stuff for me, man. What don't make what don't make the videos is pretty much like just personal information. If I'm having a conversation with somebody, personally, I don't add. I turn my camera off. I don't. That don't make the cut because I just want to be respectful of people, man. But if we're talking motorcycle talk in general, all that, sweet laughing and talking, all that, that's going in there, man.
Hey,
And it's a lot of other stuff, man. Like some just stuff just is not interesting. So of course, you have to edit that stuff out because it's not relative to the video, so it doesn't make sense to put it in there. But just for me, man, I try not to put people personal business out there because some people will open up to you about some stuff, whether it's family stuff or occupational stuff or just stuff that they're going through in general. So you don't want to put that online. So I
yeah,
respect people for that.
okay, yeah, I can contest to that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try to keep certain things pretty raw with it. So
Yeah.
you'll see my bloopers here and there. Uh,
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
And see, I don't even do bloopers, man. Maybe I should start doing bloopers, but I don't do bloopers, man.
I mean, but that also goes into, for like newer riders that are watching,
Yeah.
what will be your best advice about like, staying safe and keeping their love for riding alive?
Yeah, man. For newer riders, man, only thing I can say, man, is what's going on too, willing it. What I can say, man, is just go out there and do it, man. Just don't wait on anybody because if you wait on people, you miss out on a whole lot. So if you rider, just go out there and practice, be safe, take an MFS course. You take that MFF course, then you'll be fine. And then just get out and take a 30-minute ride, take an hour ride. And those rides will start stretching out to 3 hours. Those 3 hours rides jump to seven. And that 7 hour ride, 15, you know what I'm saying? And you get better at it. The more you do it, the competition will get better. Um, Nah, I can't do no blooper reel,
Nah,
man.
you got to motivate him to do a blooper reel. You got to do the blooper reels.
Can't do
Hey,
no blooper reel.
the chat is asking for a blooper reel, so now we got to see the blooper reels.
Oh man, I can't do no blooper reel. But I don't know. We'll
Hey,
see.
chat, if y'all want him to do a blooper reel, everybody put one of these in the chat. All right.
Oh man, come on, chat. But yeah, man. I mean, just enjoy yourself as a new rider, man. Get out there and do it, man, and just try to make every experience count. Make every destination count. Whether it's like I say, if you're taking a trip to Walmart, if you're taking a trip to Sam's, whatever it may be, Waffle House. Just make those trips count and just kind of branch out, and safely do so. Of course, wear your gear. I always encourage people to wear gear. Of course, when it's hot, we'll take our jacket off. We'll take our jacket off, but
That was a
for the
blooper.
most part,
Hey, y'all, that was a blooper right
yeah,
there.
that was one right there.
Hey,
You can take your jacket off from time to time, but I do encourage people to at least, have your gloves on and your helmet. Always wear your helmet.
see, look.
They want that blooper reel, man. Skeeter Ray, no.
That's Hey, Skeeter, that's the wrong hand sign, man. I said
That
no
is
more.
Skeet. Oh
Nah,
man.
and I agree. I feel like I always try to speak to like definitely ride safe. You know what I'm saying? I know out here sometimes I don't always wear my sleeves all the time,
Yeah,
but that's just the risk that you take when you don't do that.
it is.
At the end of the day, make sure that you have a good helmet because I feel
Yeah,
like this right here is more important. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Exactly.
Um,
There's a lot of information up here, life experiences, degrees,
mhm.
certifications, all that stuff is up here in that head. And you riding without a bike and then you only have this portion. This is the only thing that's protecting your cranium to your body. You know what I'm saying? So always wear that head protection, man. So I see people all the time, they freak out about the helmet law. We're actually going through it down here in Alabama, man. They're trying to pass a helmet law where we don't have to wear a helmet, in the state of Alabama. Alabama has some of the worst drivers in the world and the worst roads in the world. So why
Mm.
would you not want to wear a helmet in those conditions? You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to pass it, man. So I don't understand it, but it each is their own. But to me, I'm gonna, even if they pass it or not, I'm still, I'm gonna wear my helmet.
I mean, it's like that up here in Connecticut. Like they don't have to
Uh,
wear a helmet.
yeah,
Like when I first moved here, I was seeing people ride around on a bike and the helmet sitting on the back of the bike. I'm like,
yeah, man,
it's not going to help you if you go down.
yeah, yeah,
And people out here, they jump in front of you without signaling. So
yeah,
it happened to me a few times.
yeah.
I think, hey Bobby, if you still watching, I remember my buddy Bobby. He actually sent us a picture of a lady that pretty much ran him off the road, and
Dang,
the way his picture was, I said, man, you could see her whole face clear as day. He was
that's
in
crazy.
right there, her passenger window. I said, man, she's so close, you might as well be in the car at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I was like, God dang, and I'm just glad, he was okay.
yeah. That's good.
Um,
Yeah,
but you see that, and then like you got people, you could ride into Massachusetts where you have to wear a helmet.
yeah,
It's mandatory, and then as soon as people cross that line, they just, they'll take it off.
yeah. Take it off. I
I felt,
think Florida the same way too. I don't think you have to wear a helmet in Florida. And
mhm.
so, I mean, you go down to Panama City, Daytona. If you haven't been there, but you see people, they just in the wind, man, with no helmets on. I'm like, dang, these people they drive so crazy. It's like you're gonna risk that. So, I hope nothing ever happens to them, but I'd just rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah. I mean, if you could spend,
Yeah,
$1,200 on some speakers or
yeah,
3
man,
grand speakers to put in your bike,
man,
you can spend
yeah,
about a good, five, six hundred
500
dollars
on a helmet.
on a
Yep,
good helmet.
yep,
I'm just saying, but each his own. You
yep.
ride how you ride.
Ride how you ride, baby.
You know what I mean?
Ride
So
how you ride.
I guess if if you can think about any type of rides that you want to go on, what would you say be your dream ride to complete?
My dream ride to complete. Um, it would probably be to Alaska, man. Well, actually, I got two. I would say the I-10 to the end, or California in general,
Hmm.
um, and number two, right up to Alaska. That would be like those two would be my dream rides. Because Alaska, I just saw Jesse Q's clips that he's been putting out. Uh, Alaska is beautiful, man. Just from the scenery that you see online through other motorcyclists who've been there, snacks,
Yeah.
K Solo, uh, just seeing their videos, Kodak, man, it's just like Alaska is actually a beautiful state, man. But a lot of people just don't go up that way because you have to take that trip all the way through Canada. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
a lot of people paperwork ain't all squeaky clean, so they can't get up there, man. So it's like from what I see online, can I mean Alaska would be a great ride for me, and just going out to California. California is nice. It's big state. Longest state. In the U.S. And just being out there next to the Pacific Ocean, seeing the beaches and stuff like that, all the piers. That'll be dope, man. So
Yeah.
those will be my two, major rides that I would love to do one day.
I would say for me, it would be going up to the redwoods,
Yeah.
riding through there. I mean,
Yeah.
I rode up and down Cali. I was stationed in San Diego for like
Okay.
3 years.
Okay.
So I got to ride up to like the Compton area. I got to go
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
Huntington Beach.
Yep.
Uh,
Huntington Beach.
if anybody been out there, you already know Julian. You go up there for some of the best pie.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
Venice Beach and
Yep.
Randy's and seeing all that stuff, Randy's Donuts, all that stuff, man. That
You
would be
know.
dope.
So and
Okay.
that
Thank you
and
for your service, man.
I appreciate it. That and I want to go to I'm gonna probably do that ride to Nova Scotia. I seen Tall did that ride to Nova
Yeah,
Scotia. That
Tall
looked
did
pretty
that
dope.
one. Slappy did it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Nova Scotia ride is dope too, man. But he was saying that, just he had an experience up there that, was unpleasant, Tall did. So
Mhm.
but other than that, you can't let one person, downpour your journey. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's beautiful up there as well. Yeah, it's definitely beautiful up there.
Yeah, trust me. The more north you go, it gets a little weird.
Yeah, man, I bet it does get a little weird.
It
Yeah, yeah.
get a little weird. Um, so when people watch your channel, what would you want your legacy to be when they look back at your channel and the miles that you put in?
Yeah, man. When you look at my channel, man, basically I just, whoever watch it, man, it's all about just getting out here and just riding your motorcycle, man. Don't let it sit in your garage. I just want to be known for a person who always rode his motorcycle and who will ride his motorcycle anywhere. That's pretty much the whole point, man, and just kind of encouragement. If you own a motorcycle, don't be scared of it. Get used to it. Spend some alone time with it, of course, and just get those miles in. Get out on this road and just ride in the nighttime, in the daytime, wintertime, summertime, fall time, whenever it is, man. Just get out and ride it, man. And just when you look at my stuff, on YouTube, just you know, y'all can say, hey, he rode his motorcycle and he experienced
Yeah.
a lot. You know what I'm saying? I do test rides and stuff like that. I try to do a lot of DIYs, oil changes and stuff. I'll probably do my next 10K service myself on that road lot. I did it. I took it to the shop for the 5K just because I just wanted to support a local business. Number one, number two, that bike is still on the warranty. I didn't want to damage anything. And number three, when you take it in for the 5K services, they do more than they do more than just oil changes. They check your bolts, they check your tension on your belt. They check, and this is stuff I probably could do as well, but they're gonna do it to perfection and what
Yeah.
they need to do it at. They check your bolts and your torque, and so. But I'm almost at 10,000 now, so I'll probably end up doing I'll do the 10K service myself. And
Okay.
so, yeah, man, I just want to encourage people just to get out there and ride your motorcycles and enjoy it, because you never know when you never know when you're gonna expire, man. And so you don't want to be like, dang, I ain't get to do this. Dang, I didn't get to do this. Don't live life with regrets, man. Just get out there and ride that motorcycle.
I agree with that. Like, and if you know that you want to do a trip, hey, just sometimes you just gotta get out and go. All
Got to
right.
get out and go, Shy. You right, man. You just got to get out and do it. That's why I was telling people, man, if you're gonna do something and if you don't have people that's gonna go with you, you just gotta go by yourself. Cause I know it's been a lot of situations. Speaking from myself, hey, what's up, Southern Hog? I know it's a lot of people. I mean, who've actually, I won't call names, but just a lot of people who actually said they was gonna do a trip with me and didn't do it. And so
Yeah.
that's why you see me when I do my trips, I be solo dolo, man, because some people just either they back out or just can't make it. And I understand, a lot of people can't go. Like GQ, he put out a video like a few months ago. Everybody ain't gonna be able to go. You know what I'm saying? That's just the whole take on it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people can't make the trip, whether it's just don't want to go, not feeling well, or just not up to the trip. So but if you actually um if you base your riding off of other people, ideas, and when it's their riding time, you're gonna miss out on a lot, man. You're gonna miss out on
Yeah.
a
All right. Hey, you guys. Well, we're coming up on our time to expire for the night. Let's not say expire. That sounds so wrong. My dark humor. This is our time. It's coming to an end, and I just want to say to TD, thank you. Tonight wasn't just another story. It was proof that the road doesn't lie. Big
Yeah, man.
respects to you, TD 205,
Thank you
for
for having me, man.
bringing your journey to our lane and reminding us all it's not about the size of the platform, it's about the weight of the ride. To
That's right.
everyone listening, remember, be safe out there and always keep them twos down. Good night, everybody.
All right, appreciate it.